A lot of vehicles that haven't moved since Sunday still have sheets of snow and ice on top of them. The problem is some that are moving also have snow and ice on their roofs. Last year, we told you the story of someone who suffered badly because of that. And now he is telling his own story to our own Seth Kaplan. He's live in the ABC 27 newsroom with more. Good afternoon, Seth.
Good afternoon to you, James. We are talking about Brandon Hennell. This is what his car looked like after a sheet of ice fell off a tractor trailer on I-83 in York County and crashed through his windshield. And this is what Brandon looked like. Believe it or not, doctors told his parents the relatively easy part would be reconstructing his face cosmetically. Not to say that's easy. They were less sure he wouldn't have debilitating brain damage or lose his vision. Well, look at Brandon Hennell now, sitting next to his dad last night. We were honored to be the first journalist to hear directly from him. Visually, you would never know anything had happened to him, let alone 21 days in trauma care and 3 major facial reconstruction surgeries. Look at that. Even more important, he has his vision and all his cognition, maybe more even with the perspective he has now.
This kind of opened my eyes to understand different struggles that people go through. So now I see someone and I understand more about the pain or the suffering that they're going through.
We're going to figure out how these trucks can drive safe and how we can create awareness. That is the ultimate goal. Brandon's an amazing individual, and I'm so blessed that he is sitting next to me right now.
And of course, you understand what Paul Hennell means. Grateful Brandon is alive, because that was absolutely no given. Look, we have laws named for people who didn't survive various kinds of trauma, including Christine's Law, named for Christine Lambert, who died back in 2005 when ice went through her windshield. Clearly still a problem. Paul Hennell is grateful to not be advocating in memory of Brandon, but alongside him. James, Brandon Hennell already wanted to be a PA, a physician's assistant. Now he is interested in specializing in plastic surgery, help other people the way some incredible healthcare workers helped him. Lots more coming about Brandon and that part of his story tonight at 5.
Seth, that is absolutely incredible. Seeing how he looked a year ago and seeing him sit down at that table with you, you wouldn't even know to look at him. That was just absolutely incredible. Seth, I'm curious, does he remember that moment when that ice hit him? Does he have nightmares about this, or does he not remember it at all?
He doesn't, and he considers that a blessing. His last memory before everything was getting in the car in his garage. He was going to be driving over to his girlfriend's house, and that's a whole other wild part of the story, how he doesn't show up. She manages to sort of track his phone to York Hospital and up at Hershey. We'll tell all that later too. But he says it's a blessing that he doesn't remember the incident itself. He drives again now, and who knows if he would be able to do it if he had that sort of post-trauma that he would have, that PTSD from remembering the incident. But he doesn't remember. He remembered a little while before and then waking up 5 days later.
That absolutely is a blessing, and sometimes the things the brain does to protect us. That is just an incredible story. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. Seth Kaplan, live in the ABC 27 newsroom. Thank you so much for that.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.